This is the MeteoMark Weather Show. Let's take a look at some viewer sent-in photos here from Derek Rentschler from Lebanon County, Pennsylvania. Take a look at some of these photos and, of course, the major video here of Middle Creek, Pennsylvania, down in Lebanon County. Take a look. You got a lot of geese here. Some of them even look like swans. There's hundreds of, maybe thousands of them here. Take a look at this. He captured this on camera here, and this really shows that spring is right around the corner. These warmer temperatures in the east, up into the 40s and the 50s in some areas, have pushed these birds out of their southern migratory phase and are heading north. And many of them are propagating across southern and southeastern Pennsylvania here. So take a look at that. And he captured this very interesting flock of birds. Actually, it looks much bigger than a flock here over Middle Creek, portions of Lebanon County, Pennsylvania. And if we scroll through some of these photos here, look at this. Just a tremendous amount of bird action here going on. They're all the same color, so they're probably mostly all the same species. There may be some seagulls mixed in there, but I'm sure most of these are geese or swans or something of some sort here. Just tremendous amounts of them. So thank you, Derek, for sending those photos in. That is actually a breath of fresh air that spring will be right around the corner here, despite a very, very cold and snowy winter across much of the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. So let's get right into that all-important forecast. I want to thank you, Derek, for sending that in. That makes a lot of my viewers and myself very happy. Take a look at this across much of the east. The main precipitation story will be in the upper Great Lakes here, where we'll see that quarter to a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And then here out west, not much to talk about. It's mainly here in the northern plains. Let's look at that snowfall possibility during the next, say, 48 to 72 hours heading into the first part of the weekend. Mainly northern New York, northern New England will get that 4 to 6 inches as that next system moves in, and maybe portions of the northwest here, mainly above the 4,000 to 5,000 feet level. We'll see those snowfall levels. Let's take a look at that all-important surface map forecast for the end of the week, heading on into the weekend. Look at this. We're pushing this system, propagating, continuing eastward across the area. Another system diving south across the northern plains. We will continue to watch a system, or a pattern set up for that matter, of a very large ridge across the west. This is going to lead right into next week's trouble, which is winter returning to much of the east. Many of you don't want to hear about that, but this will push this system across the eastern portion of the United States. This cold front will push in very polar and Arctic-like air for this time of year, and will push that high pressure system building in for later portion of the weekend into early next week. I wanted to show you this because many of you are going to be complaining once again about very cold temperatures and the possibility of snow showers. Now next week there is a possibility in that March 23rd, 25th time frame of a possible some form of East Coast development. A lot of models are keeping it off the coast, but we'll continue to watch it here at MeteoMark. It's too early to make any calls at this point, but look at this system basically pushing and ushering in that cold air, that high pressure taking over much of the eastern 2/3 of the United States. That's what we're going to be looking at. A ridge in the west, and of course that trough here in the east. That's going to do it here at MeteoMark. I'm going to have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers in Binghamton, Elmira, and Scranton areas. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. Here's that 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers in the Susquehanna region of New York, Susquehanna region of Northeast Pennsylvania. Look at this. We start out nice and toasty, well, toasty relatively to what we've been seeing the last couple of months, 40s, and then we slowly drop that off towards the middle to latter portion of the weekend. Of course, we start out with rain and snow showers. Each day we'll see a little bit of chances of rain and snow showers, particularly later portion of the weekend with that frontal passage. And then of course lake effect kicks in next week with that colder, polar, more Arctic air. We drop back down into the 20s for highs. Winter is going to return across northeast Pennsylvania and the southern tier of New York. That's going to do it here at MeteoMark.